Welcome back to Is It Still Good, the channel where we watch older films and let you know if they still hold up. Today, we're going to watch a goofy comedy from 2005, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Now, when this came out in '05, I was 20 years old, and I was very excited because I was a huge fan of the novels. And even in my writing career, Douglas Adams has come up multiple times when people were trying to explain my writing. One place said it was as if Hunter S. Thompson, Douglas Adams, Neil Gaiman, and Clive Barker were all combined, and that he was referring to Unkillable Joe. By the way, audiobook out now on Audible. But still, I share an affinity to Douglas Adams. The Hitchhiker's Guide books were some of my favorites as a child. I loved their sense of humor. So when this movie came out, I was really pumped. Now, IMDb gives this a 6.7 out of 10. Do I agree? Stick around to the end of the video, right? Normally I rate just a little bit higher than IMDb lately. However, this might be a little different. Again, this is based on the Douglas Adams book and also helped to be adapted for the screen by Carrie Kirkpatrick, directed by Garth Jennings. And this has a really eclectic cast. Martin Freeman, Bilbo, plays Arthur Dent. I also liked him in the Fargo series as well. Yassine Bey, Mos Def, plays Ford Prefect, and as Ford Prefect, I thought Mos Def was a very interesting choice, and he did really well in this. I actually really liked him a lot. I wish he would act more. Sam Rockwell absolutely crushes as Zaphod Beeblebrox. I mean, I always thought that character was cool in the books. On screen, he just really crushes. He's so charismatic. He's so funny. I really like Sam Rockwell a lot. I think he was in Gentlemen Broncos too, and I really liked him in that. Zooey Deschanel as Trillian doesn't really do anything for me, I have to be honest. Her as an actress, she doesn't make me mad. She doesn't inspire anything in me at all, really. She's just kind of like there, you know? So I thought she was an odd choice for Trillian. And I see Bill Bailey is the voice of the whale, and I remember him from Black Books, which was awesome. Stephen Fry narrates it. Who else? There's some other people in this that I thought were pretty interesting. I recognize Kelly MacDonald from Trainspotting, way back in the day. Thomas Lennon from Reno 911. Dangle is Eddie the Computer. John Malkovich is in this as Huma Kavula. And Helen Mirren is the voice of Deep Thought. I mean, what a stacked cast. This movie really had everything going for it, and it's kind of in the vein of like a Galaxy Quest type of comedy, but I have to be honest. So I'm watching this one. It runs 1 hour 49 minutes, which isn't like the longest film ever. It's rated PG. I found it funny because some of the humor in the books don't translate that well to the live action, and vice versa. By the way, there was parts that I didn't think were that funny in the books that were funny. For example, Zaphod's two heads. I always thought they were next to each other for some reason. That's kind of how I remembered it. And I really like how they had the other head kind of hidden in his neck area. There's some goofiness in this. I like the practical effects that they use in a lot of things. But basically the synopsis is mere seconds before the Earth is set to be demolished by an alien construction crew, journeyman Arthur Dent is swept off the planet by his friend Ford Prefect, a researcher penning the new edition of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's the whole plot. And I really like how, Arthur's home is set to be demolished. And he goes out and he lays in front of the bulldozer. This is how it kind of all starts and kicks off. And the foreman is telling him the plans have been down at this place forever. And if you can't take an interest in local affairs, then I don't have any sympathy for you. Well, when the aliens are going to demolish Earth, they give basically the identical speech, which I love. So there's a lot of that in this. A lot of it's kind of like silliness. I don't know. I actually think that the film fell flat for me in a lot of ways. It had everything going for it. It looks really cool. It's got a great cast, but for whatever reason, it's just kind of like a guilty pleasure watch. So I'll give you a number score after I try to sell you some of my books. Okay, hopefully you guys bought my novels and checked out the Unkillable Joe audiobook on Audible. Currently, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, 2005 film. What do I give this? Well, IMDb gives this, 6.8, 6.7 out of 10. What do I give this film? 6.1. I didn't really like it that much this time. It's unfortunate. I mean, I was sucked in for like the first half hour or so. I really like the setup a lot. I really love Most Definite. I really love Sam Rockwell in it. But Zooey Deschanel, I could do without. I don't know. It's just kind of like not as fun as the books for me. So here's one case where I'd much rather read the book. You know, Lord of the Rings, if you read the books, they're very different than the film. There's a lot of things left out like Tom Bombadil and things like that. But both in their own right are excellent. You know, this is one case where I'd say, just go read the books. You'll be happier, I think. So that's my 2 cents. Didn't really like it that much, but it's definitely worth a watch. It's not crap. It's got some good moments. You know, some of the brilliance of the book certainly translates, and there are some really fun moments, for sure. On a whole, though, you end up just kind of zoning out. At least I did anyway. So that's my take on it. You guys let me know what you think about this adventure sci-fi comedy. And I'm sure a lot of you guys loved it, but when's the last time you watched it? That's the whole point. Like, go watch it right now, and then, you know, hit me up in the comments and let me know how it hit for you or if it fell flat. For me, it fell flat. So that's just my 2 cents. And I really want to like this movie more. I just can't. It's 6.1. That's where I'm going to leave it. So it's enough rambling for me on Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and I will see you guys next time on Is It Still Good?
Ha 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 ha!